Yo, what is up, YouTube? It is Deuce back again. Well, actually, it's the first time in a while. I'm back. This is going to be my video for tonight's Hell in a Cell. It's going to be my Hell in a Cell predictions. I'm going to try and get back to doing videos, guys. I actually do miss doing my, wrestling vids and reviews or whatever. So I apologize for, the absence over the past couple months, pretty much. Honestly, I just sometimes just don't even feel like making reviews. I just enjoy watching the shows. But I figure gonna try and do videos again. Might as well start with a pay-per-view. So I'll start tonight. My preview and predictions for tonight's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view coming to us from the Phillips Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. So only 6 matches on the card, which is fine by me, to be honest. I like how much space was between Night of Champions, the last pay-per-view, and this one's like 6 weeks, which is actually good because usually around this time of year, in previous years, it was like Night of Champions and Hell in a Cell was 3 weeks later, and then you had Survivor Series was already like 3 weeks after that. So it's nice to see some spacing, like kind of like old days where pay-per-views were actually spaced out and given proper time to build feuds and whatnot. So let's get started here. Again, like I said, just only 6 matches on the card. I'm sure, WWE, they have the tendency to add a match or two during the show. So on the YouTube pre-show, John Cena will address the AJ Lee controversy, this affair, scandal shit, whatever. Honestly, I don't really care. I'm probably not going to watch that. Just another way to get Cena on the show somehow, since he's not wrestling. But then, so the card, we start off with Randy Orton versus Alberto Del Rio. This should be a good match. I like the fact that, completely non-related to the wrestling match, but Orton's growing his hair out again. It reminds me of when he first started when he was younger. And it makes him look younger, too. Hopefully he's going to turn heel soon. I just can tell by looking at him walk down to the ring. I honestly can see it in his face. He's just sick of being a face and just wants to break out. I heard he's really wants to turn heel, and they're going to actually grant his wish. It's supposed to be sometime before the end of the year, so hopefully that actually happens. But back to this feud. This has been a good little feud build up the past few weeks. Del Rio attacking Orton after his match, like last month or whatever, after he lost to Big Show. And these two, I'm sure, can work well together. They're both good wrestlers. I'm pretty sure Orton's done filming the movie, so I don't think he'll be going away after this. I don't know. It's a good match. Orton's lost a couple times clean lately. He lost to Wade Barrett on SmackDown. It was kind of a distraction, but it was 1, 2, 3. He's lost to Del Rio on SmackDown before too. He tapped out to the cross arm breaker, or whatever. I'm gonna go with Randy Orton in this just because I feel like they've had Del Rio been getting the upper hand, I guess you could say, recently. But I just see Orton picking up the win here, possibly moving on to better things after this. So Randy Orton to go over here in what should be a pretty good match. Next we have the triple threat match for the WWE Divas title, Layla versus Kaitlyn versus Eve. Honestly, I've enjoyed this little Divas thing going on with the storyline. I'm sure it could be better and stuff. Like, they didn't really do a great job revealing Oksana as the attacker. Could have, built it up to something, in my opinion. But the Divas match has actually been getting a little better as of late. Like, a little longer and actually more, technical, if you will, actual wrestling. Kaitlyn's not bad. I'm not a big fan of hers, but she's not bad in the ring. Eve's solid in my book, and Layla's improved a lot, so this should be a decent match. I'm going to pick Eve to win, though. I just love Eve as a heel, and just keep the Divas title on her. I'm going to pick Eve to win here somehow by holding the tights or putting her foot on the rope, somehow picking up a cheap way to win, but I'm picking Eve to win, which should be an okay match. Next, we had the Intercontinental Championship match, The Miz invoking his rematch clause against the new champion, Kofi Kingston. This should be a pretty good match. They had a really good match for the title on main event. Obviously, it was spoiled before the show even aired, so you already knew Kofi was going to win. But I think this is going to be a really good match. These two seem to work well together. Miz has improved a lot in the ring in my book. Finally, it looks like he's recovered from being kicked, being hit with Trouble in Paradise by Kofi a couple weeks back. That was a ridiculously stiff kick to the face that opened him up. So I'm sure he's recovered from that now. But hopefully, this is the start of. I think this is going to be the start of big pushes for both these guys. Whoever wins and loses. I'm going to pick Kofi to retain. There's no way he's going to drop the title that quickly. I think Kofi isn't due for a push, well overdue for a push, and hopefully this is the start of something. And same with the Miz. I heard he was actually WWE is going to push him back to main event status, so that was good to hear in my opinion. This is going to be a good match. So I'd pick Kofi to retain though. So Kofi to win. Next, we have the WWE Tag Team Championship match. Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes, the Rhodes Scholars versus Kane and Daniel Bryan. Hell no. See, that's the one thing I hate. Why do they call them Team Rhodes Scholars? It should be the Rhodes Scholars. Like, that doesn't Team Rhodes Scholars. Come on, it's the Rhodes. They're the Rhodes Scholars. That's a great tag team name in my book. Just me. Tag team divisions have been a lot better, obviously, lately. Kane and Daniel Bryan I think they're awesome tag team champs. Very entertaining stuff. I'm going to pick Kane and Daniel Bryan to win. I don't think they're going to lose the titles yet. Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow have formed a nice little team together. I like both of these guys. I just don't think Cody and Damien are going to win the titles just yet. I think I could see them winning the titles, just not tonight. And then I could see Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio taking the titles from Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow, and they do win it. But tonight, I think Kane and Daniel Bryan are going to retain, and it could be a pretty good tag team match. I still want to see the primetime players get their fucking shot at the titles. I like those guys. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. So Kane and Daniel Bryan to retain, which should be a pretty decent tag team match. Next, we have the first of the two main events, the World Heavyweight Championship match. Big Show challenging Sheamus. Now, what I thought this was going to be a Hell in a Cell match too, but I guess they're only doing one this year, which is fine to me. You don't want to have too many. Two, I think, is too much. Just ruins the concept, if you will. So Big Show versus Sheamus. This has had a nice build, but I swear it's the same thing with Big Show. Whatever feud he's in, whether he's going for the WWE title or World Heavyweight title, he's always serious. Like, I'm taking the title from you this Sunday. Like, there's nothing you do to stop me. Like, I've been more dominant than ever. Blah blah blah. Like, we've seen it all before when he was against Cena, or whether it was who else did he wrestle over the summer? He whether it was against Cena or just I don't know. I can't really think of anyone else, I'm sorry, to be honest, since he's feuded for a title since he's been heel. But it's just like when he was feuding with Cena and stuff, it's like, I'm going to hurt you and stuff, and he ends up losing. So, as much as I'd love to see Big Show win the title from Sheamus, I just don't see it happening. Sheamus has been a dominant champion. This match, it'll be alright. It's a Big Show match. It can't be that too great. Trying to be very slow-paced, very, particular spots, if you will. Sheamus won't be able to do his, Irish Curse backbreaker or high cross. He hasn't even done that move in, I don't know, God knows how long, or white noise. Pretty much a Broad Kick's the only move he's going to be able to utilize against him. And I know Sheamus is strong, but Big Show, can't lift a guy up to that stature. So this should be a okay world title match, to be honest. It's had good build, in my opinion, though. That's the one thing it's got going for it. Like I said, the 6 weeks between pay-per-views have really helped. I'm going to pick Sheamus to retain, but I could see Dolph Ziggler cashing in after the match. I know there's been some activity, and he's tweeted about it. Whoever, regardless who wins, Show or Sheamus, I'm cashing in. I see Sheamus retaining with some Dolph Ziggler post-match activity going on, possibly not even cashing in. Maybe he wants to, and then he gets knocked out and then decides, no, I don't want to cash in yet. So regardless of what happens, I see Dolph Ziggler getting involved after the match somehow, but I'm picking Sheamus to retain. Then we have the main event match everyone's talking about. The Hell in a Cell match for the WWE title, Ryback versus CM Punk, whose championship reign is now at, I think, 341 days. Unbelievable. I love it, personally, to be honest. I love long title reigns. The last one this long we had was Cena, like, a few years ago. And hell, even though it was Cena, I enjoyed title reigns like that are that long. I hate seeing the titles flip-flop around. It just loses their value. Like around this time last year and 2 years ago, WWE was flipping titles like they were pancakes, just back and forth. It's like fucking ridiculous. Someone would have to be a champion for 3 months, then someone else when they'd be champion for 2 months. Then it would go back and forth to the same 2 or 3 people, you know. So it's nice to see CM Punk well deserving of this championship reign, might I add. Finally getting his. So yeah, well done on Punk's part. So Ryback versus Punk for the title inside the cell. Oh man, this last I heard WWE officials are still in this down to. I think they figured out the finish for this match, what they want. But as last minute I was just reading, it's still up in there. But it's pretty much they know what they want to do. But they're still trying to figure out some last second things, I guess. But I'm gonna pick Punk to win this just because I know they want to keep Ryback's streak going, but you can't have. Ryback is not ready to win the WWE title just yet. I will be very, very upset if Punk loses this match. If they have Ryback over, maybe I was thinking one thing they could do to keep Ryback undefeated is if they added Cena somehow, made it a triple threat match, and Punk won by pinning Cena. So Ryback's undefeated streak still intact, and he doesn't win the title. But again, Cena, I still don't think he's 100% cleared to wrestle, so you don't want to, further any injury. So I think it's gonna be a Punk Ryback, or maybe I don't know, something happens like Ryback found assaulted backstage, and someone comes out, takes his place. I don't know, or a heel. Someone turning heel, maybe Brock Lesnar getting involved. There's so many things that could happen with this match, to be honest. I've been running over my mind. Just a lot of things, a lot of possibilities. If Brock Lesnar got involved and cost Ryback the match, that would be awesome. Maybe set up like a Ryback Brock Lesnar match somewhere down the line, Survivor Series. That would be sick. Yeah, so I'm picking CM Punk to win. I don't know how. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm going to pick CM Punk to win and retain his WWE Championship and continue his historic reign going. Yeah, coming up on a year now almost. He won a Survivor Series last year, November, so one more month and he's at that mark, so good for Punk. Yeah, so I'm picking Punk to retain the WWE title, and it should be. I'm interested to see how they can work this match. Apparently they've been working matches together in live events, like obviously not on TV, and they've been decent from what I've been hearing, so we'll see what happens. So Ryback really needs to step up to the plate. He's got a lot to prove tonight, so we'll see how he can work with Punk and the champ. So that's pretty much it, guys. Those are my predictions. Again, like I said, I'm sure WWE will add a match or two as the show goes on. But yeah, those are my predictions for tonight's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in Atlanta. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, subscribe if you want to. Yeah, comment. Let me know what you guys think. What's going to happen tonight. If there going to be any run-ins during any matches, or who's going to win and why you think it's going to happen. And give me your thoughts on the Punk Ryback match. So that's pretty much it, guys. For those of you, there's that hurricane coming tonight in the East Coast. Everyone take shelter. Make sure you're okay, have enough proper food and water, you're stocked up, and everyone just be safe. So, till next time, or if I still have power later, hopefully I do, I'll do a review to the show, and hopefully I can actually watch the show. So, yeah, that's all good. I'll be back later for my review of the show. Enjoy Hell in a Cell, guys, and get ready for some football in about 15 minutes. Occupy yourself in the meantime. So, can't wait. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace.